Hey guys, welcome to my channel. And in this video I'm going to show you how I installed a set of air horns on my Suzuki 750 King Quad. So if you want to install a set on yours, I'll show you where I put everything and where I located all the components. But before I roll into that, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, leave a comment. I'll reply back to you. And what's going on, Shannon? And if you like the channel, subscribe, and you'll get all the latest and greatest footage coming out. Let's roll into this. So this actually isn't even my four-wheeler, it's my son's four-wheeler, and all of his friends have horns on their ATV, so why not install a pair of horns, right? So at least you can do is get some people mad at you in the woods. But it actually worked out pretty good. We took the four-wheeler out riding the other day, and we went with the pack of us, and every once in a while, if you needed to stop, you just hit the horn, and it was fun for the first few times, and then it kind of started getting annoying, but so what I did when we started putting this all together is trying to figure out where to place the horn button. So I kind of wanted it to look like a factory install. I didn't want to drill a hole into here. We thought about that and relocating this button into here. It could have come out of this holster. So what I did is I put it on my mirror, so it's right here, and you can hit it easily while you're riding, so it's not awkward to kind of put your thumb up and hit it real quick if you need to. This horn button I bought off of Amazon. What I'll do is the horns and the button, I'll toss it into the ATV section of my Amazon store. If you look at the description of the video, there'll be a link over to it. You can check it out. So I located that there first, and then we ran the wire down here, and I stole power from where the headlight is under here. So to power the horn button, I stole some power from a keyed source from behind the headlight on this King Quad. This is a 2013, but the factory had a power lead behind here that's just kind of hanging out. So I tapped into there, and when the key is on, it activates the lead, so it power the horn button. So the trigger wire is behind the headlight on the King Quad. They actually, from the factory, I have two King Quads, and the other one is kind of dangling down below. So if you have a brand new one, you may just be able to grab at it. So I took it from there, and that'll power the horn button. If you have a test light, just probe the ignition source, make sure that it turns off and on with the ignition, the lead. So after I had the button wired up and power going to it, I had to figure out where to put the air compressor. So what I did is we looked all over this thing, and I had to be careful, like moving suspension components, swing arms going up and down. I originally was going to locate the compressor down on the front bracket. I took the whole nose of it off, but I didn't want it to loosen up and hit the fan at some point. I wanted to keep it out of the water and the mud, so it was kind of low there. So you ended up installing the air compressor up high. It's free of all the suspension components. There was a factory hole right here, so I was able to bolt it right to the factory hole, and then we wired it in, some wiring right here, and I was able to run the air hose to the horns up through the factory hole for the front rack, and come through with it right there, and right into the air horns. What I did too is I made this plastic bracket. Added like a flat piece of stock. You can make it out of metal or something like that. I bolted it to a hole that was already in the rack on the front of the ATV. So if I ever wanted to take it off, we didn't have to drill a hole. It'll go back to stock. And I mounted my air horns up there, and it's on there nice and tight. It's out of the water up here. It's out of the mud. So we don't really have to worry about them getting clogged or getting hit by debris down below. The air horns work pretty good. They're pretty loud. So that's how you have to install them onto a 750 King Quad. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment. I will reply back to them on the channel. Remember, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys on the internet. Take it easy.